You were excited to talk to him, so you can start.
Demetrius, first spring in Boulder, just 13 practices down now. Just what have been some of your biggest takeaways first couple months in Boulder?
I'll say, we talking about the city, the town of Boulder. I just love how peaceful it is. I've been able to be at one with myself, take my game to the next level, be less distracted, and just learn from a lot of great NFL coaches.
Demetrius, when they recruited you here, what was it that they told you they liked about your game?
They like that, I like to maul people in the run game. And in the past game, like I said, I only gave up 2 sacks in the last 1,700 or so snaps. So just that's the biggest thing, like me coming off the ball in the run game.
This is a very unique position you have because there's not a ton of offensive line rooms in the country that actually have 3 offensive line coaches and then I guess 1 main floater like that. What's it like playing for those guys? I mean, there's a lot of experienced guys right there.
I mean, I just had to just throw it out there. Coach Drake, I mean, he played for the Cowboys at my position at a high level, Pro Bowl center. So really just learn from him. That's really like the best thing I could do to really take my game to the next level. So he's really taking my game to the next level.
Demetrius, you talk about taking it to the next level. I'm assuming that means NFL aspirations. How do you feel you can kind of develop, yourself within this last year of eligibility at Colorado?
Just just knowing that it's my last year, like I just have a different mindset and just a different motive. I know that it's after this, that's it. After the last game, the last snap, there's no more opportunities after that. So my mindset coming into this season is just totally different. Like it's way more focused, it's way more steadfast, and I'm just ready.
Hey, Demetrius, Brian Howell, Boulder Daily Camera. I have a couple questions for you, but being the center, obviously, you're vocal a lot in your position. How important has that been for you, just being that veteran and knowing what you're doing to kind of leading that offensive line?
Well, first off, I just want to build trust with the guys. Like I don't want to come in, just being this guy that's just trying to police a whole bunch of guys that I didn't know. So I tried to gain that trust off the field, just build a bond with the guys. So when you get into the heat of the battle and I gotta get a little stiff and talk, they'll allow me to help them. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just about trust and just building that relationship as O-line.
I want to ask you because you faced this team last year. Had to go against them for a whole game, and now that you're going against them in the spring, I know it's very different guys. What are you seeing different out of the group that you're going against now as opposed to during the game last year?
I say this group, we got a lot of talent, man. I love what we've been accomplishing. Run game is looking amazing. I know that last year Colorado was really known more for pass game, but I think we're going to be way more balanced this year. Got some weapons at receiver, weapons at running back. So, I mean, I just really feel like we can't be stopped.
Hey, Demetrius, Pat Graham, Associated Press. What are your early impressions of the go-go offense, and how can this make things different?
Really, no team. If any team that's not in condition, they're not going to be able to mess with us. We just in so much condition, we run so much. The offense is such a high pace. You have to be on your skis, if you want to be able to keep up with us. So I'll say the go-go offense, and you also have a lot of misdirection, multiple guys in the backfield that can, mess up a lot of defensive schemes.
Demetrius, obviously, as an offensive line, you need good synergy, a lot of new pieces in that room. How is that process coming together of you guys getting to know each other on the field and off the field?
It's just going to work every day, being with each other every day, messing up together, doing great things together. And like I said, off the field bond is really the main thing when it comes to O-line because, we're all in one in this position. If one person mess up, they're going to look at the whole O-line. If the game's going wrong, they're going to look at the O-line. So it's really more of a brotherhood, just a band of brothers playing all as one.
Demetrius, you described the go-go offense. From your perspective, kind of what is the center's role in that offense? I'm not sure kind of what the checks are like at the line and kind of what Coach Marion sees out of your position. Just kind of what has that been like working with him this offseason?
I'll say since we got some younger quarterbacks, I've been doing my best job to, when the picture changes, helping them out, switching protections, making my calls loud and clear so everybody can hear me, the running backs. When we're in 6-man pro, they know who to pick up, who not to get. And like I said, it's really about just being vocal and making the call right or wrong, just sticking to the same page. Everybody on the same page, right or wrong, we'll be all right.
What's going on, Demetrius? You're a veteran guy who's played a lot of football, started a lot of games. How much do you think you can and want to be just an asset for the quarterback room? Obviously, Juju's a young guy, a true freshman. Isaac hasn't played a ton of football, but what kind of asset do you want to and can be for those quarterbacks?
As a center, I just have to be that rock, that glue in the middle. I mean, I have to be the person that keeps everybody together. When stuff goes bad, I got to be the guy that picks the offense up, and I can't slack. I can't lack. and nothing that I do, I gotta always be on point because as a center, the people gonna look at you as a leader. So I just try to emulate, great centers that I've learned from in the past, and just try to take different things from them and try to emulate to my game.
Hey, Demetrius, you mentioned that backfield and how good that's looked so far. Is there any one guy in particular that you formed a unique relationship with or that has stood out primarily to you?
I love all the guys in the backfield. I feel like you can put any one of those guys in the game and we're gonna be successful. They all have strengths that they're good at. They all are good at different things. So I feel like anyone you put in there, I'm really cool with all of them.
And what have you seen out of them that gives you that confidence that they're going to be so much more of a factor this season?
They're not scared of contact. I'll say like they're not scared to run through your face. They're gonna put their shoulder down when contact is imminent. So that's good when you have a back. You on the run goal line. You need that extra yard. You got a running back that's gonna put his shoulders down and just run through a defender. So that's a really good thing.
Hey, Demetrius, Jake Schwanitz from DMVR. We've just heard a lot about Chauncey Gooden and how far he's come this offseason. Just what have you seen from him so far?
Just greatness. He's a young cat, but he's very aggressive. One thing you never have to worry about Chauncey is his physicality. In our combos, I really don't have to do much because he's such a big force. So all I do is just hand him over and climb to the next level. So Chauncey has really came along. He's really got great conditioning. He's real strong. He's the main thing I love about Chauncey. He's just hungry. He's just ready to dominate.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, you ready?
How y'all doing?
Scott, you want to start?
What's going on, bro?
It's good.
Scott Proctor at DMVR. How would you just describe your game and kind of what you do best out there on the football field?
I feel like my effort is everything. It's about how hard I go, and I go out there and I play with a lot of passion. So I feel like that's the biggest thing when it comes to my game, my effort.
So I wanted to ask, why did you want to come to Colorado? And I guess, and what have been your impressions being here?
Opportunity always. Life is about opportunities, and I feel like it's a great opportunity here to play in front of a big stage and play good competition in the Big 12 and all that. So the opportunity was the biggest thing for me.
Just talk about the competition in your position room right now. I mean, it's pretty much a brand new slate here. So is that exciting? Because it seems like you got a great opportunity as good as everybody else to make a good first impression.
Yeah, it's always exciting to have competition because iron sharpens iron. So we all go hard every day. We constantly hold each other accountable. So that's the biggest thing. So if I'm holding my brother accountable, he holds me accountable. We're only going to get better. So I like the competition that we have in our room.
What about the coaching?
The
Just
coaching
out
is
of
great.
curiosity.
Hilo is great. Mara is great. Like our defensive staff is great. Hilo, like he does a lot of things with a lot of passion. I don't know if you guys are watching the clips and all that. Like he's always running to the ball right along with us. He talks loud, talks loud, carry big stick. But he really he has a lot of passion when it comes down to it. And I got a lot of love for them. So.
How's the chemistry been like within that defensive line so far this spring?
It's been good. Everything is a growing process. We're all new. This is a brand new environment for all of us. I'm from the East Coast. We got people from down south. We got people from everywhere. But outside of here and in here, we all mesh well. I feel like for the most part, everybody gets along. There's no hating when it comes to anything. Everybody just sees an opportunity. Everybody's just working towards the same goal to bring the whole room up.
Hey, Sama, Jake Schwanitz from DMVR. Just curious what those battles have been like against the O-line and who have you enjoyed going up against the most so far?
The battle's been good. Like I said, everybody's new. So, there's a rotation on both sides of the ball. One day I might be going against one person, next day I'm going against somebody else, and everybody works their tails off when it comes down to it. So, I've had a good time going against everybody and understanding, different players have different play schemes, or different play styles, so you can't play everybody the same, so.
Hey, Sama, just wanted to know what your impression's been of Coach Prime and playing under him for this spring.
Coach Prime is Coach Prime. That's a big personality right there. So, being able to come in here and play under one of the best corners of all time is a great feeling. And the way he carries himself and the confidence that he constantly carries himself, it emulates throughout the whole team. So, for me, I feel like I can play with a lot of confidence and I understand myself and I'm secure in myself. So, seeing him portray that on a bunch of us, we're all young men growing up in this society, it allows us to all bring out and try to play to the best of our abilities.
I saw from Temple to the JUCO ranks to Albany to here. What kept you going throughout that entire journey? And Now that you're here at the Power 4 level, what does it feel like to have this opportunity?
I mean, like chasing opportunities kept me going. Like understanding, like I've had my ups and downs, and I'm forever grateful for the ups and the downs because they molded me into the man I am today. Like without those things, I don't think I'd be here. So like going into all those different levels, like gave me a different perspective on the football level from going down to JUCO, playing the G5, playing at FCS level, now playing at the P4. Like you see different things, but then it's all the same at the same time, and it allows me to just keep going.
Last one, Leo. Go ahead. Yeah, looking at the offensive line room, who have been kind of the guys you've been noticing while you've been competing against, and like maybe players who've stood out in the tackle position?
Well, I'll speak on the tackles because I play on the edge a lot. Like I feel like Leon, he's a big frame and he plays really well. Like he plays within his frame really well. He has long arms, so like he's a good player that I like going against.
Anything else for someone? Scott, one more.
Just how similar or different is kind of your role as an edge and Chris Marv's defense as opposed to kind of what you were doing, at Albany?
Wait, could you repeat that?
Just how similar or different do you feel like your role is as an edge defender in Chris Marv's defense as opposed to at Albany?
I feel like as an edge defender, like you always play a big role within the defense. It's always like playing to your role and understanding like your assignment, but then also being fast and physical and playing with a lot of effort. So like it's similar. Like as I said, like I just got to keep going. Every time I get out there, I just got to keep going and just keep making my presence known. And the more I do it and I do the mundane things right, it allows my role to get bigger every day.
Sure. And then one other thing, like playing the edge, like a lot of people just look at the sacks numbers, right? For like edge players, when obviously like playing the run is obviously a big part of what you guys do as well. How do you kind of just balance, wanting the sack production, but also making sure you stay, strong this run?
I feel like if you chase the production, you won't get the production. You got to play within the schemes because at the end of the day, coaches are here to call the plays, and us as players, we're here to make the plays. So as long as you buy in fully, and I feel like that's what I try to do, is buy into whatever scheme they put out in front of me. I just do it to the best of my ability, and the plays will come.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.